Are you ever tired of making decisions? I think statistically you only have like so many decisions that you can like humanly possibly make within a certain amount of time, like a day. And by the time, 10 o'clock rolls around or noon rolls around, you're decisioned out. That's how I'm feeling right now. I feel just the heaviness of decisions. And it's not just the really big decisions, it's like the little decisions too. And I don't know if that's part of grief, but I just feel like it's so heavy. And especially this time of year, there's so many decisions to be made. Just even little ones like what to make for dinner or what to grab at the grocery store or what to wear for the day. I mean, it's just silly things, right? And not to mention the really big decisions in life. And that grief is following me like this black cloud, and it's just so heavy. And every day I'm like, okay, I need to remind myself to not overthink my decisions. So I am so incredibly grateful for the letter that Quentin left for me. And I know I've spoken about that before. But he wrote a letter to me on his computer that I found on his desktop saying, open if anything ever happens. And I never really thought I would have a letter like that I would need to open. But in that letter, he talks about decisions and living with no regrets. And so I often refer back to that particular letter that he wrote me. And a lot of those were for big decisions and, what to do for a service for him. And just talking about this still makes me sick to my stomach. But I know there was a bigger meaning to all of it. And he had said in there, babe, you may not make the same decisions that I did, but it's okay. Make your decision and live with no regrets. Don't look back regretting that decision. Just make your decision and live with no regrets. And so I want to remind you today, if you're like me and you're struggling, I think the holidays are so hard for people that are grieving a loss of somebody important in their life, somebody close in their life. It's like the loss of not just that person, but the dreams and it's just such a intense loss. And the holidays really bring that loss out in every little thing, whether it's walking into the store with Christmas music playing, with memories, with smells, with just everything, and knowing that it's never going to be the same. But if that's you, friend, and you're having a struggle making decisions, I just want to encourage you to live with no regrets. Make your decision. It's just a decision. It's just a decision. Before Quentin's passing, I was very good. I felt like at making quick decisions, and now I'm just paralyzed trying to make a decision. I'm paralyzed and indecision so many times throughout the day, and I just have to remind myself to move on that decision, to make the decision. It's just a decision. And like Quentin said in his note, babe, you may not be making the same decisions that I would make, but move and make the decision. Live with no regrets. It's okay that you're not making that same decision. And so much of that, and reading that just breaks my heart. But I know it was an intense, huge blessing to be able to receive that. It's like the biggest gift of all. And friend, it's just a decision. If you make it and you feel like making it again, just make it again. Just make it again. Yep, just make it again. It's just a decision. So the worst thing that you can do is get paralyzed in that indecision. Make that decision, let the weight lift off, and take a step forward. I'm reminding myself of that this morning, and I'm hoping that it reminds you to do that as well.